So anyway, I'm doing this again. I was talking about the experience of Black History Music Month and the beautiful music that's been touched my life in so many forms, from jazz, blues, rap, hip hop, funk, um, rock. All forms of music have been part of the African American experience. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Don't let them whitewash about the power of the many great musicians, vocalists, people that have defied an experience that travels continent and so many places and spaces. It's very important to grasp all of that and educate and enlighten yourself because it's not nearly talked about in school. And right now you have trap, which is doing its thing, but there is so much more than meets the eye to the experience. Country music, you know. I mean, you could take somebody like Ray Charles and he did it all, you know. He incorporated all the music in there. He was a true musical pioneer, you know. And there's so many greats that you see that have inspired and passed the baton in the depths. So his music and his experiences with their productions, their arrangements, their ears have been a continuing lesson to absorb and to adhere to, that you feel compelled. You definitely know that you're feeling and sensing something that's very real, be reggae, um, you know, all the music that translates from all over the world that incorporates our experiences, from slavery, Jim Crow, racism into love and power and peace and prosperity. It's all part of a powerful organ of music and sounds. There's so many great people that have been the soundtrack of our lives, and sometimes it gets taken for granted because sometimes people don't sell their records like they used to, or taste change, styles changes, whatever you're going through. But it's like sometimes you got to sit there and sit back and think, man, I remember when I listened to this record. I remember what that experience was like. And I say that to say that, from the black perspective and experience with the music that is touched all over, those experiences have been like a lot to grasp because they've touched in all different forms and expressions. When you listen to the tones and the treble clefs and the bass, and you hear the solos and the way that they are, being presented, produced, and the time period, they all come with stages. So, how people were dancing, how people were feeling in the nation, how people were like unifying their, what they were going through. So every place and the time of those bands and those band leaders and the vocalist, and from head to toe, it was a statement. And that's something that is part of the tradition, and that you hope that will continue to manifest itself, because it's about passing it on to next generations to understand, to appreciate that the music is more than just the fact of hitting, happening beat and a couple of catchphrases. It takes time and dedication to make those words and music and to make those things become actual and factual. So um, I just wanted to acknowledge June as Black Music Month, and thinking about Don Cornelius, Love, Peace, and Soul, because it's showing enough groove will make you want to move. So it's just so many, like James Brown, keep it on the good foot. You just want to have a funky good time. You know, Many people to think that have touched my life. Just think about Motown 25, Michael Jackson that night, still the greatest night I've ever seen. Marvin Gaye, Berry Gordy. So many great people, so many great talents have touched and enriched. So I want to give it peace out and listen to some soul. Right on.